Hey there, and welcome back to Daily Challenges, an educational monster train series where we try to push score in the daily leaderboards. Now, coming back from an absolutely tragic loss last week, it's actually particularly depressing to me that the only loss I've experienced in, like 3 pages of my run history is a daily, but it is what it is. It's one of the things that the runs are not hard to win in the sense of surviving and completing the run. But when you start pushing, just taking every single pact shard, even Covenant 1 can become extremely deadly very quickly, and it's easy to underestimate. Now, in my particular case, I boxed myself into a real nasty corner thinking that the sketches of salvation was going to be the line. Now, while I do think could articulate a win by playing it lower on pack charts, and we even saw in the run summary a couple people had done that. Ultimately, the right play was to just play a normal run and to not gamble on the high roll. It is what it is, right? I mean, that's the nature of dailies. Sometimes you're going to say, well, maybe this is it, and it's not going to be it. That's just how it works. So, anyway, let's see what we have today. Today it is sentient plus primitive mold. It's fine. This is not what I would consider to be a great clan combo in general. I think speaking plainly, I think Sentient is fairly weak, which means that there's not a lot of flexibility here. We're kind of stuck in a weak early game situation and have to dig our way out. Yeah. Now, as far as the modifiers, today we have Fast Draw is good. I mean, this is a free upgrade to your units. Quick on all your guys. Great, honestly. That's fantastic. This will help because, on the one hand, it means a bad steel shop could just give us quick a lot, which would be completely worthless. But on the other hand, this is a free upgrade, so we'll see. Tithe, having your money. I actually think this one is notoriously deceptively bad. I think it's worse than it looks, in my opinion. It's easy to be like, half money, whatever, but this can actually cause a lot of problems. So, not a huge fan of that. And then, of course, we have Pain Train. It's, again, I think this one is deceptively bad. It looks like, Spikes 1, whatever, but Spikes 1 means that morsels are killing themselves. Not that we have to deal with this here, but Animus of Will is killing herself. This adds up a lot, and Relentless is a ton of damage that you're just taking that you weren't expecting. So we'll see. I don't see any incredible high rolls coming out of this run with 75Ks as the highest score, a number of 70K scores. The top 10 are all over 70, which means that there is, obviously it's a very strong run, but it does also tell me that it's a fairly consistent run. I think we should see a fairly obvious line here, right? If this many people are figuring it out, then it's really just down to refinement. Or, I could just lose horribly. We'll see. But not much else to add. I think we'll go ahead and hop in. So as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And let's see what the dailies got for us today. Hopefully I remember to actually disable the thing, huh? We'll see. Alright, 1 second. I will be right back. Alright, and we are back. Sorry about that. Sometimes I forget to disable mods before switching over to the daily or whatever I'm doing. The mods don't do anything. The mods that I typically have turned on, they do literally nothing. I only play this way to disable win streaks because I just don't care about that number tracking, and it adds unnecessary stress to the game. So, I mean, I don't know. You can watch the last hundreds of episodes or look at my run history if you're that interested in how many times I win. So, anyway, let's go ahead and hop in. Nothing else to say. Let's do it. Hey, look at that, it worked. Incredible work. We've done it. We are geniuses. Alright. Hope you're all doing well today. I'm doing okay. I had a pretty rough week, honestly, and it was only not really due to anything that I experienced. It was just that my SO was put on some kind of like performance improvement thing at her job, and I don't really agree with the justification for it, and neither does she, obviously. So it's a pretty big bummer, but we're getting through it. All good. It doesn't really affect anything other than to say that it feels bad, right? It always feels bad to have someone say, you're not performing to the level you should be. And I get that. I've had to do that for my employees sometimes before, depending on circumstances. I can't say anything more than that, but, you know, it never feels good. No one wants to do that, or to get that on their performance reviews. So, just a big bummer all around. Alright, well, let's play some Monster Train. What do we have? Let's get in on this. As before, we are default Awoken, Exile Melting. It's a Defying Clan combo. We're fighting Plating Seal Daedalus, Rage Fell, Diligent Seraph. Not a big problem. We have plenty of spells. Wildwood Sap, Hallowed Drippings, Wildwood Custodian. This should be very strong in the early game. It's a good flexible opener because we have Burnout Extension. We'll live the early game with a ton of regen. Wildwood Custodian, a unit. I don't mind a unit in this case because it will help with collecting shards, but there's no real direction here is the thing. Again, Fast Draw, Tithe, Pain Train, fine. Alright, temples today are 3, 4, 5. That's it? That's it. Wow, not a lot of Pact Shards in our future then, huh? Okay. Dupe on 8 is on the magic side, nothing special. We have a steel and magic on 7. Neither is particularly good. They have a scattering of decent stuff. Horde on the magic side, cave on the steel side. No removals, unfortunately. Trinket Shop, Vortex, Horde, plus Horde in the middle is strong on 6 if we have the money to use it. It's going to be difficult to come across because of Tithe, but we'll see. Steel Shop competes. We might need it, I suppose. Removal Dupe on 5. No Steel Shop competes with a magic and a cave. Okay. There's no steel there. Let's see, where was I missing before? No, nothing. It was just the magic shop. That's what it was. Okay. So one magic missing, one steel missing, and then another magic missing on 4. Does mean we get double magics early, which we do. 4 has that steel shop vortex. It's pretty decent. If we can use the Hellvent, I want to get those Pact Shards, but it'll need to be correct, right? I'll need to have a target, and it'll need to be strong, so... Double Awokens on both magic sides on 2 and 3. There is a Remnant Banner on 2 on the steel side. Fair enough. Fair enough. Memorial Fund is awesome if I can use it. It's going to be difficult, but it will help offset Tithe in a major way. Now, we are giving up Jack Strips. The thing about this is Jack Strips is actually mission critical, because what if we see an invasion trial on... I have to take Jack Strips. This is funny because I think if I weren't going for score, I would take Tithe or Memorial Fund, because it's not a lot of money, but it might be some, and that helps a lot. But Jack Strips means if I take a turn 1 or ring 1 invasion trial, I'm not losing. Because consider this, what if I see cultivating an explosive? No spikes? It's pretty bad. It's pretty rough. I'm going to have to take Jack Strips here. Yeah, we see spikes, actually. So we could have gotten away with this, but this does do a lot of good for us anyway. I wonder if explosive is ever correct here, huh? I didn't even give it the time of day, but it's Covenant 1, which means that you can get away with weird stuff. I wonder if explosive might have been the pick there, huh? That's an interesting thought. Now, is it Split Anvil or is it Resin Block? Split Anvil definitely has more value going for it over the course of the run. I'm going to take that. We can do some silly things with it. Resin Block is maybe okay, maybe important. We'll take the unit draft here. Sure. Yeah, a lot of these enemies are going to pass away right away, which is nice. I still might play bottom floor, kind of strangely enough. Yeah, I think I actually will. Ugh, no collector. Alright, fair, I suppose. Can I ever kill this man on middle? He's threatening a lot of damage to me. I could do 515 to him, maybe. But really, I have no other tools. Huh. It's true. Yeah, no other tools, really. I think we just play the train steward down bottom, and then... Do I burn the tallow drippings? Maybe. Yeah, I think I do. We're gonna take that damage, I suppose. It'll have to do. Right? Because he's gonna... There's no way I kill him here, right? Not a chance. Could I have killed him? He had 16 health and I was poised to do 15. Was there ever a world I could have actually gotten that kill? No, I'd be 1 health off, right? He still gets 1 swing. It's true. That's true. I think it'll have to do. Yeah, I don't know. 5 damage taken. I mean, we should get out of this, right? Because of the ridiculous regen. Yeah, we do. And that's great. Go team. Sure. It's about what you expect. It's good. Regen, thank you. Play on bottom floor. Cool. 5 damage. Not a big fan. Not sure how you avoid that. Click on the razor sharp. Scaling is important. Molded. Molten encasement. It's a possibility. It opens us up to endless a little bit. But remember, money is going to be our big problem here, right? I could have killed that guy, Jack Strips. God, I'm an idiot. Yep, 15 damage. Yeah, I could have stopped that. So I could have saved all that score. Ah, man, I'm a complete moron. I even literally talked about Jack Strips. That's a bummer. That's a real bummer. That's score I never get back now. All right. Monster Train, let's go. It's what happens when I'm going too quickly, trying to balance playing the game fast and everything else. I need to remember to slow it down. Now, I don't really find tons of value here, do I? The stealth is good, but stealth is probably really important. Let's click it. Sure, Paraffin Enforcer, okay. Seems like a good choice. We're gonna go left. I think it's right. Not really. Left is right? No, of course not. See what we rolled into. Large stone. It's gross. Remnant Banner says self-infused Paraffin Enforcer. Although really I think it's Tycoon and it's not even close. Right? I think it's Tycoon and it's not even close. We gotta earn money. Yeah, I think so. Take the cash in the middle. It's enough. I can't even re-roll into anything useful here, so it's pretty rough. I'm gonna put a plus 25 on Tycoon. This will pay out, and then we move on, I think. That's a big bummer. But, I mean, that's the nature of Tithe, right? Yeah, so we take the trial. I want to put... What is it? We go Sentient upstairs. I'm going to put Wildwood Sap in. Enforcer can go... I mean, it's just going to be Train Steward mid-floor, right? Yeah. Now, see, unfortunately, I do lose all that Jackstrip's value, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and Tycoon up top. Now, unfortunately, because of Quick, I literally can't get the Collector here, which is wild. Thanks, bud. But that's okay. Scale in the back. We're going to take the Restore. Actually, I think I should have put that in front, right? But it's fine. See, again, I can't. The Quick does cause some problems, right? I can't get this Molten Encasement killed. So, there's that. It's true. Yeah, fair. Okay. Ah, bummer. It's money I just stole from myself. I'm a genius. Alright, fine. Just stole 5 gold from myself. That's okay. We get out of this. It's fine. It could have been better. But we at least make some money here, which is good. Incredible. I can re-roll or something. Preserved Thorns is fantastic in the Seraph, and is good in general. I already have a Razor Sharp. I don't need another. I should click the draft. Yes. Okay, that's good. We have a plan. The plan is Paraffin Enforcer Draft. It's pretty decent. You can also get away with going Draft as the base unit here because of how small the deck is in general. I'm going to go to the right. Yes. Yep. Cool. We're going to look at the magic shop, see what we hit. Holdover is nice. Pretty decent there. Spell Chain. The Purge here is weird. There's not a lot of units, or spells rather. I have to take it. I think I need the Wildwood Saps right now. Honestly, with how few cards I have, we can just burn a Primitive Mold, and that's fine. The Infusion here, I do think, is going to be Paraffin Enforcer into draft. The Quick here is going to do a lot of heavy lifting. Spell Chain. You have a few choices. If we see the X5, we could go -1 Spell Chain, Razor Sharp, and dupe it. I don't need this unit, right? I have enough units to get my last 2 infusions. Yeah, and these are not it. I guess you could go Awoken Hollow frontline, huh? It's actually better than Sentient, right? Weird and true. Weird and true. Better than Sentient here, actually. I'm going to take it. Alright, the holdover is... Admittedly, I don't know. I mean, is it Restore? I don't actually know if I want that. It's kind of weird. Maybe I see an old magic or something, but... I think I'm going to go ahead and -1 and then Spell Chain the Razor Sharp here. I think this is better. And then we go for the cave, see what we roll into. Alright, we copy a card 5 times. I mean, I think the actual answer here is... Yes, we do this, right? I'm debating, do I do that on the draft Paraffin Enforcer, but he's actually my removal dupe target, right? On ring 5, I want to get that 15 shards, and we're going to get another one on ring 8. I think this seems just strong. This could be my Covenant 25 sensibilities overtaking, though, right? I mean, this... What is this really doing for me here? It's a good question. It's a really good question. What is it actually doing? Double stack. Man, I could have gotten like 5 billion... 500,000 regen, which would have been, you know, really funny, but I don't think it matters. We're going to go ahead and skip that and move on. That's very funny, though. Alright, we should easily get through this. I have little fear. I think this is as simple as... And man, they all got upgraded. That's kind of a crazy setup. We're going to play... Huh. Bottom. Yes. And I wish to... We'll go ahead and put that Razor Sharp down for sure. I'm going to play the Hollow. We're going to chill on the Hallow Drippings here. We get a good number of kills downstairs, which is nice. I'm going to go ahead and... Preserved Thorns here. We're in the interesting position. I could actually kill this Constructed Explosive. Kind of weirdly enough, right? And I think it is good to do it. Strange. But yes, we get the front kill no matter what, and then we only get the 1 pump through, so I may as well sting somewhere else. It's fine. Sure. Still don't have our lad upstairs, unfortunately. We can keep him afloat. Yeah, it's a bit bummer we don't have our guy up top, but that's okay. I'm going to put down... Is it actually going to be the Wildwood Custodian here? I debate. We could do a decent chunk downstairs, right? I buff. We come pretty close to killing on down here. I think we might as well do that. Yeah, a bit odd, but fine. Okay, we're gonna work on upstairs. Again, is this overs killing it? Do I need to focus on the bottom floor? Maybe I do. Maybe I really do need to focus on bottom floor here, kind of oddly enough. Huh. That might be true, actually. If we get Sentient intentionally killed here, and then we reform her, and then we simply play her, and then you put the draft on this floor, and then we burnout extend. I'm just taking hits, though, now. I mean, this was obviously a mistake, right? No, this is... I'm greeting into trying to bottom floor kill while simultaneously greeting money. I'm gonna take a whole truckload of damage for this, right? Yeah, I take a truckload of damage for this play. Alright, alright. Bizarro world where I'm like exploring an option that doesn't make any sense. I've already thrown points. Dailies are so weird because I've played so many runs of Monster Train this week, and what if I just don't put Sentient down? Is that ever correct? No, absolutely not. Sentient is good here. She kills this backline guy. I think I go in like this. I think we do the same thing we've been doing. Play the cards the normal way. Okay, yes. I've been playing so many runs of Monster Train this week, it's just very strange because you have to remember I'm playing them to win normally, which... it's very different. This is a weird run. We are going to sting, 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 right? And then I can Razor Sharp in the middle. But it has damage shield, so it doesn't work. It's kind of funny. I'm over here overthinking it by a lot. It's just kind of weird. Oh no, I got bombed that time. Bummer. I do need to restore to keep the top floor alive, I think. I think it's more correct to play the one here and then kill the floor, and then we will simply put Wildwood Custodian down to draw faster. What a weird floor, huh? I'm not mad about Sentient passing away here. But it's very strange. I do want to get the money downstairs. I think that's correct. We are killing the man in front, which is fine as well. I could kill Wildwood Custodian and bring him back. That seems strange. Look, I know that seems odd, but it could be worse, right? I suppose. Weird. Now I need to reform her. Sure. Top floor, I've managed to clear out here. Am I seriously able to get away with this? Maybe? No, absolutely not. Okay. I might be able to pull off some numbers at least. Sting here. Nah, this is a great example of spikes in the back actually costs it. It's kind of funny. See who we get back today. Oh, I get Tycoon back. That's fun. Can I get you the kill? Yes, if I put the train steward down. Okay, we can get the kill on mid-floor. I think that'll have to do. Because we're simultaneously trying to greed for money here, which is odd. Wax and Spike is very good. I love Unleash the Wildwood, though. But Wax and Spike is very good. We have a lot of damage gain. I think I'm just going to take the Unleash, actually. Animus of Will, Lady of the House. Thorned Hollow. No, it's fine. I think we're going to be going, I think, Tycoon into Awoken Hollow here, and then we make multiple copies of the Paraffin Enforcer Draft. We're going to skip there. We have a decent amount of card draw. We might pivot into Cultivating Sentient if we're shown it. That's true. So, with that in mind, maybe we take Ember here. I could also draft something that costs more than one Ember and play into Split Anvil, but we haven't seen a great choice here. This could be the option that I'm looking for. It's just a matter of what are we going to see and what is going to be the best play. Card draw is always the best if we can get away with it. I just debate if we can get away with it, at least in Ring 4, right? Let's take the Ember. I think this is going to be correct. Yeah, I think so. We're going to go to the Steel Shop. I do desperately need to see something here. Plus 25 would be good. Endless. You know, Endless Stealth is still on the table. That's true. Endless Stealth is still on the table. What's my intrinsic play? I could and probably should just put the Awoken Hollow into the Tycoon since I already got a plus 25 here, right? It really doesn't matter. I mean, the main difference actually is the summon ability, right? That's the big shift here. It's 60 max health, which could matter a lot. So let's actually go Tycoon into Hollow here. Yeah. We have to push shards, which is a bit of a bummer. I'm going to admit. Merchant of Steel. We could go Endless Molten Encasement. It's an option. But if I take this, I can't really buy the reroll everything. Let's reroll. Okay, that's great. Burnout 1. I don't love only getting 5 health out of this. But I need to dupe right away. So I think it is multi-strike. This is going to be crazy. I think it's multi-strike burnout 1 on this man. And we simply hope that... we simply hope we can reform fast enough. Immediately feeling bad about removing a primitive mold. But I had to do something. So, okay, great. We could intrinsic the Unleash, I suppose, is an option. It's kind of weird. Guarantees our guy is loaded up on turn 1, I guess. We'll do it, sure. I have to click the shards, so fine. Give me Cultivate. Alright, we do see the Cultivating Pivot, which I think is great. Cool. That makes up for the fact that I took Ember, and we're going to move on from here. This is perhaps as good as we're going to get. I must click the trial because it is a daily. How are we going to approach this, huh? I want to play bottom floor, but I think Sentient needs to be bottom floor, and I think we have to play the Tycoon mid floor. As kind of as weird as it seems. And then we put the Train Steward up top to catch a Collector. I don't like this, but I need to be able to get my guy on this floor in a meaningful way. Do we think we could have done that with Sentient frontlining? The thing is you don't kill this marksman otherwise, which is a huge problem. I'm already at the point where I don't know if I kill this clip reflector, so that's a huge problem too. Cool. Great. How bad am I willing to greed here? Pretty badly, I think. Pretty badly, I would argue. Okay, fair, I suppose. This guy's gonna pummel me, isn't he? He sure is. This guy's gonna pummel me too. So maybe the real misplay was going Draft as the base? Maybe. And possibly. Woof. We're just gonna get blasted here. That's a lot of damage we're taking. I'm not really sure what... I mean, like, as soon as we finally draw the man, it's like, alright, great, look at that. Problems with solutions, am I right? So... Mr. Train Steward up top. If I can get him to swing. This is weird because I feel like this is not a... It's not a great... I mean, we kill the guy. Great news. It's not a good plan. Like, we haven't... I don't think we've planned this well. Is my biggest problem here. I don't think we did this right. We take a ton of damage here. Maybe it should probably have been the Paraffin Enforcer, man. Right? This looks good now. Like, right? We look great. I'm in a great position. I think the first issue is, hands down, whoops, I shouldn't have taken the X5. I should have X1'd the draft just to have a backup. And then... think about this a little more. So you X1 the draft, and you have to... I gotta wait a second. Thinking, you X1 the draft. Do I go the same thing? What is the strongest plan here? It's so weird because the score is the real question mark. In terms of winning the run, this feels great, right? We're planning for the late game, but we're disrespecting the early game. That guy completely pummeled me, and we wouldn't have gotten that draw if I'd played top floor either. Like, he was bottom decked here. So I think we needed another draft, even though he was unupgraded. And yeah, okay, fine. We get the kill at least, which is great. That's pretty cool. This guy kills himself so fast because of the spikes on the boss. That's just tons of damage and terrible score. I'm going to click on Awake, though. That's nice. Finally, we get some split anvil action. Big fan of that. Votivary. There, you know what? There could be a Votivary Infinite on this run. Do I click the Votivary? I'm going to be honest with you. If there was a Votivary Infinite on this run, someone would have had an 80k score, so I don't think there is. Is Votivary ever wrong? She's not correct. I guess she maybe is free money. Alright, we'll click her. Maybe is free money, right? Divine Artifact. I think we just sell this. I need my... 10 gold is pretty depressing. If this lets me play more aggressively on... the next ring, we'll take it. I'm going to take the Divine Emblem of the Exiles. That's ridiculous. Yeah, that's ridiculous. We must go to the right. There's no choice. Take everything here. -2. I don't think there's a -2 I'm taking here, right? Nope. Don't think so. It's weird because normally I'd love to take an Awake -2, but this... helps so much with energy management otherwise. I don't really know what the play there is. Okay. I'm on my last infusion option here. What is the infusion? I think it's Molten Encasement into Votivary here. If I'm gonna play it, it's gonna be this way. Okay, and that's my last infusion for the run. True, so we can just cut the train stewards at this point. That's why I was frivolously removing them before. They don't do anything. The dupe must be my draft buddy boy. I must take every other card. Okay. Put it in Preserved Thorns, I guess. And then... What in the world do you mind? I'm going to -2 the Wildwood Sap in case we hit a double stack. Sure. Right? I guess so. Because the Awake is actually a net positive being at that cost. So, sure. Alright, that's everything here. Moving on. We should crush from here. The question is just how fast are we? Are we able to play bottom floor? Unlikely. No, yeah, unlikely. It's almost certainly... I could maybe save Sentient? No, not a chance. We're gonna buff mid-floor then. Ah, well, she kills them both. It kind of cost me money, but it is good because I wasn't sure if we would actually see everything else we needed. So, there's that. I will sack Votivary here. I guess I could actually just... Here, Votivary kills itself. Great work, honestly. It will have to do. And then I think I do want to... They attack 3 times. Let's put some of these Razor Sharps in front. We'll do that instead. Yeah, reasonable. Okay. We at least get money. That's nice. Okay, so... First order of business is we Razor Sharp, then we Awake in front, which makes these Razor Sharps free. We play the Votivary. We're leaking that man? Oh, really? Oh, this floor does just absolutely murder me here. So let's put the Votivary in. Look at that. Thank you, Votivary, for saving the day. I play Draft Buddy upstairs. Hey, he does it. Incredible work, man. He does it. Let's bring Sentient back and then extend her burnout. Strange. We're not dead. Thank you, Votivary, I guess. Hey, look, this draft is hard carrying up top, which is pretty wild. So that's neat. I'm going to shoot this so I can get the scaling in. Sure. This seems okay. I can't believe the draft upstairs is doing some truly heavy lifting. I mean, he fully clears this floor. This is a very bizarre run, is kind of all I'm gonna say. Sure. So, here's the deal. We double Razor Sharp. Votivary gets shot. Go for it, champ. We're going to Awake, which allows me to full heal here. And we have a super mid-floor. Thanks, Sentient. You did great. And then we win here, but I play the Votivary anyway. Oh, we actually put in Wildwood Custodian, kill it. Then we put in the Votivary. Then we kill it. And then we let it ride. Okay, cool. The floor looks good. We actually did get through that and collect everything, so that's cool. Focused growth or engraft? I think focused growth will be better. It plays nicely with Awake and everything else in my run. It takes... Well, both those take magic power, so that's fine. Remnant Host? No, I think we're okay. Memories of the Melted, Wicked Blaze. Alright, we skip it. It's fine. Okay, we're doing alright. is what it comes down to. I'm going to go to the right. We're going to cut the Wildwood Custodian here, I think. I guess I could go to the left and look for some plus 25s. That's actually probably better, right? Upgrade Mr. Awoken Hollow Friend? Sure, we'll do it. Sure, sure. You know, Thornstone, fine, right? Let's see, actually. Where are my steel shops? The dupe on 8 is on the magic side, so I'm probably not seeing that steel shop then. I might see the one on ring 7, though, because cave is potentially good. Maybe I get an overstack for the draft. It's high rollier than magic side here, so probably, actually, we can skip here. Take the plus 25. That's fine. Cool. I'm going to take the Horde, of course. Lost Luggage makes for a very strong turn 1 that I'm happy to have. It also fishes out the drafts faster, which I'm happy to have. Thorn Casing gets a minor note because of the intrinsic preserved thorns, but I don't think it's that important. I think our run is improved by removing Wildwood Custodian here. Yes. Okay. Moving on. Sure. I think we clean this up. We're going to really struggle with bottom floor kills because unless I draw all my drafts on turn 1. Yeah, like a turn like this really, really can't play bottom floor, I don't think. Right? I just don't see it. Here, kill my Votivary, please. Thank you. Very neat. Now, everything else here is great because I can immediately go, everything is free, and that's cool. Yeah, everything is free. Draw, 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 Hallow Drippings. I don't want to burn that right now. We chill. Okay. So now it's like I'm hoping I hit a draft here. We do. Alright, so that's fantastic. That swings this in a big way. Good. And I could Votivary and get it killed, interestingly. We do clear the floor. Great. Votivary does not kill herself right now. I can actually fix this, potentially. Right? I buff the Votivary and then shoot her. I like that because it gets me a Restore in. I can also play this Wildwood Sap. I don't really want to do this silliness where I leave it a bunch of Purge copies, but I do want to buff the draft here, so that's good. Let's save the Hallow Drippings until we have the next friend in. Yeah. Okay. Alright, second draft lands. I think we're golden now. Yes. Now we're golden. Now I realize, oh no, Votivary can't be played on the floor. That's fine, I think. I think that will be okay. Yes. Now, that might not be okay in the end. I may need this to be better, right? It's one of those situations where it's kind of unclear how important this will end up being, but it's a really good turn, as it turns out. That is a pretty strong turn. If I could potentially get another turn like that, I think we actually might pre-Relentless Fell, which would be cool, but unclear that we will get that option. Let's go ahead and do the buff. We'll play the Focus Growth to make these free. Great. Goodbye Votivary, it's fine. Play this middle. We're going to play the Hallow Drippings. Votivary gets shot upstairs again. Fantastic. I'm going to kill the thing upstairs to dissuade Fel from going up there next turn. Play the Sting here. We hopefully draw the Unleash next turn. which means I can get away with some pretty powerful buffs here. Yeah. We need to have more than one health on our friends. Let's go ahead and play Sentient. She will live this floor. The relevance of this is that it comes closer to guaranteeing the draw we want next turn. Okay. Alright, great. We do this. I think we have the kill here if I play particularly aggressively. Yes. First order of business, focus growth, play. Unleash. Sting. Hit these other buffs first. Alright, we get the pre-relentless. Okay. Woof. Alright, man, we did it. Great. Wonderful. I get it by one turn. Fantastic. That's something. That will help. That helps our score immensely. Awoken's Rail Spike is pretty much a snap click here. Absolutely. What do you want to take right now? Space has the advantage of giving me Votavary on the floor, which is relevant for Divinity, I think. Truly relevant for Divinity. I keep thinking about it, and I'm like, what if you get rid of the hollow from the floor? And I don't think it's good. These guys kill themselves very fast. We're going steel. Maybe we get the cave. If I get a tiny stone, this feels really good. If I don't, it's fine. I think space is correct. We draw pretty quickly. This is kind of bizarre. We're going left as before. Steel Shop says multi-strike. I mean, we could load up the hollow. It's not bad. Take the horde in the middle. First Hell Pact is awesome. Yeah, it's pretty much just the click there. We're going to go, I think, Cultivating 2. Spike's 20 is pretty decent. There's a lot of things that can be killed at that threshold. Yeah, I don't see actually. Cultivating 2 is just more health. Let's go Spikes 2. It's fine. Do we commit in this multi-strike? It's not bad because he can take excess Razor Sharps, right? He's got enough health. Yeah, we'll take that. That's good. I could and should consider Votavary having Burnout 1. Yeah, that's great. Cool. That's nice. Give me a Tiny Stone now. No? Okay, well, I'll take another Awoken's Rail Spike, I think. Right? It's really hard to say no to those. Those are my card draw right now. We get this. I'm going to save my money and we move on. This is pretty much as good as we're going to get. Mark of Invasion. Yeah, sure. Fine. Now, it's not ideal because we're actually chilling here, right? I go... Am I ever fast enough to play bottom floor? Maybe. We're going to experiment with bottom floor here, huh? Crazy. Let's find out today if we can do this. Now, then Sentient goes middle floor. I know, it's strange. We all agree. I go 2-cost Rail Spike. Cool. We buff. This has the benefit of hyper-loading us out. We just keep buffing here. We're pretty close to getting this. We get the stings, which are what we use to clear top floor, right? And I think we're pretty close to getting this solved. Yeah, okay, fine. Alright, we get second buddy boy here. Great work. He's chillin'. You ever hard greed on the collector here? Absolutely. 100% I'm hard greeding on the collector here. Who do you think I am? You Hallow Drippings here, and then we play the Votavary in front, and it will get shot. We get to play a 3-cost Rail Spike, which draws 6 cards. So let's do the other thing first. Good grief. This is cool because it gets us the kill on the Collector for money. And we love money. We're going to reduce a giraffe's health so that it gets the target on the Cultivate. We're going to do it again, I think, to once more give it the target there. Good, good. Like that for us. And then we continue to do this, I think, and we're chilling. Great. Honestly, good. Okay, Votavary can chill on the floor. She will pass away, is kind of the neat part of this. Yeah, obviously the neat part of it. I can actually get her killed pretty convincingly here, and I will. I want to try to make sure that the cultivates go into the correct units. So, yeah, this is good. Great. Fantastic. Let's heal up first. Yeah, we sting, whatever, it doesn't matter. I can actually just get her killed pretty easily here, I think. Yeah, this is pretty straightforward, I think. We just Mega Razor Sharp here, and it will be good. Right? True. Alright. We are very strong, I think. Okay, play the Razor Sharps first because of Awake. Good. We then load this up. We're going to go 100% in. I then go Votavary middle. Hey, wait, that's illegal. How in the world is this happening? 5 at... She does not attack. How are you not... What? 5, 5. It should kill itself. What is happening here? Oh, stealth, of course. That's very funny. I stealth cultivate. Of course. Alright, great. Oh no, it doesn't matter. We went on bottom floor. It was the whole purpose of this. It's very funny. We can improve this. We improve this by, wait for it, farming 5 gold. Incredible work. Go team. Cool. Got him. Alright, that's great. Okay, we are doing acceptably here. Engraft is an unskippable card. It is too good to skip. Great. Wonderful. Second Votavary. God, you know what's awful about this? I do have an infinite. If I see the Waxer Snuffer, it's an infinite. Click it. Click it. It replaces itself, okay? It's fine. God, don't be an infinite, please. Don't show me the Waxer Snuffer. Just don't. I don't want it, okay? 100% do not want it. Click Sap Tap. Card draw is good. And then let's re-roll this. Don't. Okay, thank God. I'm over here just absolutely about to become traumatized if they show me the Waxer Snuffer. I was like, please do not make me do this. I will, because getting an 80k score would be amazing, but don't make me do this. Double stack. Ah, hey look, Wildwood Sap is cool. Cool and neat. Doesn't matter though, right? This is super irrelevant. -1. Well, let's put it into the Awoken's Rail Spike. It doesn't take much for us to hit a remove consume and go infinite here as well anyway. it's just monster train stuff. I'm gonna buy the 20 consume just in case. Alright, we didn't see it. You know what? Fantastic news. I'm gonna hold over the focus growth. That's a really good play, I think. It's very little necessary to explain why that's really strong. But, yeah, cool. Great. Wonderful news. We just buff stuff. I could also, honestly, I could just save this money, though, right? None of this really matters that much. I think those -1s and the rail spikes are going to provide a lot of value, but we have enough hits on the floor. I don't think we need more. So I think the real question is, how do I maximize shards here? And the answer is, what, probably another Votivary, if I'm being truthful. Anything that gives 15 shards is pretty good. I'm going to take another draft, and we'll put one behind Sentient on a higher floor, right? That's pretty solid. Yeah, sure, 245 is good. We're going to sit on our 215 and move on. We should win this. I have reasonable confidence that we get through this. Diligent is going to be spiced out on a ridiculous amount of stealth, but that's okay. Alright, so the play here is Sentient upstairs. She just goes and chills. We get Tycoon first, and then our friend. Now, Votivary drops in for sure, but what is your consume? I think it has to be the Preserved Thorns here. Yes. I also think I need to play the Unleash. And then we go double Razor Sharp here. And we put down the Votivary. We're not going to be clearing those backlines here, and that will have to be okay. We see second draft, which swings this in a big way. Good. I do think we want to play Votivary. Great. Wildwood Sap is your burn. I really can't afford to be taking these mutilation hits. Unfortunately, right? Let's try to greed here. I'm going to need one Razor Sharp up top to kill the Purifier. We clear bottom floor out otherwise. How did Votivary live? What? That's illegal. Top floor is good. We're going to play out the Votivary here. I am going to rail spike this. Good, it hits a Vengeful Shard. Fantastic. I'd really love to kill Votivary here. I think we can still make this work by... Yeah, okay. We come pretty close to killing Votivary here, right? I think we actually guarantee to kill the Votivary. Oh, no, we're not. We don't get that guarantee here. We're actually doing okay on this combat, which is good. Votivary kills a man on middle floor. Sure, why not? Let's get the buffs going. We want to lower an ally so that I can buff it. Yep, you lower the ally so it gets the buff. I'm going to hit that rail spike real quick. Cool. We can play the other draft buddy upstairs, which is a big swing. Sure, fine. I can clear this floor out pretty well. We'll just stay middle. It's all fine here. Top floor is good. Bottom floor is online. Votivary is dead. Great work. Play the cards we must play first. Let's get a Purge copy out of here. True. Hallow Drippings, yes please. Buff here. Goodbye Vengeful Shard. Let's keep the Votivary business happening. I want... Yes, this Votivary shall be the one. Good. Great. Cool. Alright, fine. Bottom floor is clearing itself out. The burn here is the Hallow Drippings. Then we go in on Restore. It's great. Fine. The floor is clearing itself out pretty well. We'll leave in a Purge copy. I'm actually going to start buffing in front here because I think it makes more sense. He has multi-strike, and I don't want to lower my health in the back too much. We do have to actually hit these enemies and not die. So, yeah, that's important. Alright. Votivary, if I play you, you do burn out. And that's reasonable, I think. Yeah. Great. In fact. Reasonable. Sure. Cool. Good. Works out well. Alright. Let's burn the Purge copy. Fantastic. I do lose the focus growth, unfortunately. So, that's a bit of a bummer. Yeah. We'll call that a bummer. Yep, I don't really have much else to add there. I think we're in control of this run. The downside is simply, let's burn a Sting, I guess. Oh no, it's going to be the Purge copy, and it's not even close. It's just I haven't been able to do what I want to do, right? Which is completely go crazy with the focus growth. That's mostly Diligent's fault, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah. Alright, Votivary is never dying. I think if I put her in front, she burns out and it's fine. Cool. Thanks, Sentient. She just punches a man to death, which is great. I think we easy win down here. Yeah, we have it. I don't have to click any cards. Alright, no problem. I sometimes forget that Diligent's not as terrifying at high shards at Covenant 1. Yeah, sure. We managed to avoid taking any damage here, which is really good. So, great. We manage, I think, the ideal score on Diligent with this lineup. Now, I think we actually do play top floor here, depending on our card draw. If I can get the stealth out, it'll be worth it. How much health do you do? 15, 13? Alright, fine. We're going to go Sentient mid-floor then. Tycoon. Wrath Buddy. Yeah, he dies because of spikes. But we will get better here by going in Graft. Then we can go... We need to be very careful with health here. So we're going to do the Razor Sharps in front. Then we click Focused Growth. Right? And now I think we're actually able to put some of this in the back. We get the stings up front. I might as well put the damage in there. I guess Jackstrips is doing a decent amount here too. Okay. We do get the wrong Votivary, which is hilarious. We can work around this though, right? It's not impossible. We play the Awake in front. Then we're going to put the Focused Growth in back. Our goal here is to hyper buff, basically. Okay. Good, fine. Alright, now I'm guaranteed to see the other draft and everything here. Good, wonderful. Now, the big risk is if we don't see... We got the Votivary. I think we're good here. Yeah, I think we're good. We'll put one more upstairs. It's fine. One can go mid-floor here. I'm going to be buffing... I'm gonna be lowering Votivary's health pool here. It's going to seem weird, but it's correct. okay. Play the Hallow Drippings. Let's play Rail Spike here. Good. Let's kill Votivary. Fantastic. And now we're online. Mid-floor. Wow, mid-floor falls apart, huh? Go get him, Votivary? Mid-floor is gone. Alright, that's worse than I expected. And then we're going to super draw around again. And we should be golden here, in my opinion. You drop in the Votivary. She will get shot. It's perfect. She's actually going to kill herself on spikes most of the time. We lose Sentient entirely, which is crazy. But we hold it together otherwise. A random Votivary can go downstairs. We play... Let's worry about our health here a little bit. So the Awake comes in, makes everything free. We get the Focused Growth, we get the Engraft, we play the other cards. Our goal is to essentially level lower our stats. Or not our stats, but you know what I mean. Our... what's it called? Health. Bottom floor, he actually lives. That's crazy. Because we have big spikes coming up. Big spikes turn coming up. We need to respect the big spikes. We could aggressively kill Big Spike here by playing it offensively, which also pushes numbers through to the boss, which is pretty cool. Okay, I think we're actually going to do this, as weird as it seems. Split Anvil, activate. Great. We can then engraft. Great. And then we kill big spikes in the back, which pushes a lot of numbers through here. Fantastic, right? Yeah, and we get Sentient back, which does a non-zero amount of effort downstairs, which is pretty cool. We can also then put the other Votivary on the floor, which, you know, not ideal. Maybe I should have played her in the back. She would have attacked after the armor was a thing. No, that would have saved 20 health, right? It's an interesting notion, but I think it is correct. Alright, we're gonna go... we go hard here. This is the turn to go hard, for sure. Great. We're going to... Rando Votivary is middle. Let's Focused Growth up. Ah, we missed the Awake. It's gonna have to be okay, though. $120 plus $299 is $420. If you put the Votivary in front, I think we push, yeah, an extra 300. Perfect, right? Perfect, I think. Yeah, cool. That, I think, gets us this kill on next turn, right? We get the Pre-Relentless on here. Yeah, we have it. Good. We actually don't even have to do anything, which is fantastic. Yeah, great. I just press end turn, right? Yes. Good. Great. Okay, so it's not terrible. I think we did okay. Could we have done better? Yeah, I know there's a ring 1. We could have gotten 5 more health and not taken that minus percentage. I think we ate dirt on ring 4, which might have been preventable. Unclear where we land, though. If we're 70k or over, I'm feeling decent. You know what? Fine. Fine. 70k or over? Fine. Number 15? Sure, buddy. Why not? I'll do it. I'm interested in the number 1. My floor looks very strange. Animus of Will infused with Paraffin Enforcer. Huh. Same idea. Just Yeah, all right. Memorial Fund. Fine, fine. Yeah, that would have helped a lot. I had to go in on the Tycoon in order to offset this tithe a bit. No, I agree. I agree the Memorial Fund was better because we got spikes. Don't worry, I thought of it too. Yeah, okay. Very similar ideas, just slightly different execution. We have this Awoken Hollow, which is slowing us down a little bit, but was giving us health. I guess this is an option to permanently reform, huh? Oh, sketches. Did I not see sketches? What the heck? No, I didn't. Man, sketches would have been cool. That would have been a very fast play, huh? Now, the interesting thing is I was actually semi-relying on Vodafairy's stealth here. Let's see, they didn't have stealth at all. Oh, wrong person. I don't know who you are. Okay, let's go. Who's on number top? Number top. That's definitely it. Yeah, no stealth whatsoever. They just reform their units. That's true. So, very interesting that this holds together, honestly. Yeah, I got completely pummeled on Ring 4, which cost me like 1,600 stats. So, I would have been. I mean, I would have been on the top page if I hadn't gotten completely sandblasted on Ring 4. Yeah, it's tons of points missing here, unfortunately. So, yeah, that's a bummer. That cost me my top 10, but it's interesting. I think I grossly overestimated Diligent. This is actually something I was planning around the whole time. At Covenant 1, Diligent is not scary. He apparently doesn't get his stealth stacks that go crazy until much later. I'm over here looking at 245 Pact Shards and thinking, all right, this man is going to have 15 stacks of stealth, and he's going to get 6 free turns in Relentless. So, I mean, with 6 free turns in Relentless, this plan that other people have with no frontline, no stealth, just dies, right? You lose if you don't hit resin removal. So I'm over here thinking confidently that, like, okay, Diligent is going to be a very punishing fight. And this guy walks in with only 5 stealth, and I'm thinking, oh, never mind. He's actually stupid. It's actually crazy how different that is. I did not realize that. So that's something I need to keep in mind for the future. It's something I didn't realize was how gimped Diligent is at Covenant 1. So that's important. I think with that in mind, I probably go a different route. I also think the Jack Strips is wrong here. I do think that the what is it? Memorial Fund is super correct. I think there was a world where I don't take this 10% hit on first defense. I even knew how to do it. Jack Strips had it, right? So it would have been okay. The run is very different though, because I did pre-relentless fell in kind of an odd fashion. I'm sure the first person did as well though. With one, I mean, sketches means you're basically guaranteed to. Yeah, look at this, ridiculous. Sketches is outrageous here. Oh man, that must have been in that trinket shop I didn't go to. Bummer. That's a real bummer. So that changes everything, right? The sketches here means yeah, you completely sandblast fell and the divinity. Yeah, absolutely crazy. I'm actually very impressed that they didn't get the 2 turn boss rush. They didn't take any damage on ring 1 without jack strips. That takes some finagling, right? Because you have no damage, so it's like, how do you? And they did it on 2 turns, so that's mid floor. Weird. I'd have to look back, but this seems like a very difficult ring 1 to take 0 on because with the trial, that frontline guy, right? He has, what is it? It's 30 health, I think. Yeah, it's 30 health. So, right, 25 armor. So 30 health, and then you're doing what? 5, 10, 15? 15 damage? Maybe you have to. Maybe there's a way you can like sacrifice a train steward on turn one to reform it and do a little more later. It's just I'm not sure exactly how you could pull it off, right? Maybe you could, yeah, maybe you elevator a train steward on ring one. So turn one, train steward bottom floor, attacks, gets killed. Great. You reform him, play him mid floor behind sentient. That does 10. Cool. He burns out. Great. He hits, does his thing, burns out. Cool. And then you reform him again. He attacks for 15. And yeah, okay, so you can get it if you do it that way. That's another 20. So you end up doing 35 damage in total. So, and Sentient clears the back line. You'll have to deal with the other floor, but I presume that's possible because you just reform that guy again. So interesting. Yeah, I guess so. If you have the right draw order, there might be an exact play that gets you out of here taking 0 without jack strips, which is impressive. Otherwise, this person perfected like everything. This is crazy. That's a really good setup. It's one of those things where it's like, man, if I had known some of the other things, this person looks normal, right? Nothing here looks like they knew anything in advance. Maybe they did, right? Maybe they did. I have no idea. Descend. That's pretty cool. That's neat. So they descended what sentient on the floor, I guess. Oh, they took rejuvenate sentient. Oh, but we didn't see it, right? So they took that later. Interesting pivot. Huh. They did that on ring 7, I guess, because you see cultivate pivot on ring 4. Interesting. But regardless, so it's really interesting here. There's like this is extremely well articulated. This person did really, really well. Yeah, just truly impressive. I mean, there's a reason this took an hour and 15, right? They're like re-rolling combats for sure to get the perfect rolls here, but they take no damage, they clear everything, they have perfect unit selections, honestly, and they find the sketches. I honestly think they have to get really lucky here, right? This is very impressively fragile. How fragile this floor is. No stealth, no nothing. They have nothing that would stop the boss from just murdering your units. So they're just going pure offense and hoping it's enough, and then reforming the dead. Just really crazy. Very hyper aggro. So that's cool. Let's see. As far as mine, nothing fancy, right? I think we did our best, and it's okay. I was relying on Split Anvil, didn't have the Memorial Fund. I think I did need the Wickless Tycoon in order to ever afford anything, so that's nice. And otherwise, I think the X5 was a big mistake, in my opinion. What did the top person X5 here? Anything? No, they maybe X5'd the draft? So, okay, no, did they X5 the draft? I'm not actually sure. I really don't actually know how they articulated this. Maybe they X1'd the draft, it looks like, possibly. Yeah, it does look like they maybe did that. Maybe they X1'd the Paraffin Enforcer since they've used it so many times. I don't know. Unclear. Absolutely unclear. But we at least cracked 70k. I'm feeling pretty decent about that. A number 15 finish here. We're using our split anvil and everything. I don't have much else to add. I think we did the stuff we needed to do. And yeah, I think we're fine. Nothing really impressive here, but we also solved the problems and at least scored pretty well. So we'll leave it at that. And that's all I've got for you. I won't ramble anymore. So, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.